We back live on Support District Radio.
Lit.
He was litty lit. We got my man J-Rob, the Chief, in the building.
Yes,
we
sir.
got
What's up?
we got Star Power in the building this evening.
Y'all all started
Yeah.
with Megadon too, didn't y'all?
We my history with J-Rob, you don't need the headphones unless you want them, but talking
Yeah,
to the
you
mic
don't
for
need
me
them.
because
What's
all I
up?
record. But my history with J-Rob, I met J-Rob, and I'm going to see if I have it accurate and correct. It was we were in Scottsdale.
Yep.
I don't know if it wasn't Kid Ink. It was it Kid Ink?
It was Kid Ink,
Auditions for Kid
audition,
Ink.
yeah.
It was a Kid Ink auditions. See, I thought it was a Chanel West Coast show I did there.
I did that. That was after though.
But I met J-Rob, the Chief. This was in 2012. 2012?
Yeah. August 2012.
He remember.
God.
He remembers.
And see, the thing that was...
That's what.
Because he had a good childhood.
I'm giving kudos here. I'm
you know what I'm saying?
giving kudos here this evening.
Yeah.
I ain't get dropped in my head.
Well, not only that, you didn't partake as much as others.
Yeah, you're right.
So his memory is
he has great memory.
the shit.
Yeah, you know.
So when I met J-Rob, it was at the Kid Ink auditions. It was we were in Scottsdale. Mm-hmm. It was a club. It had upstairs and downstairs. I can't remember the name.
Upper Deck.
Upper Deck. But what we got from J-Rob that night was just his performance. Like I say, I'm all about performance. Lyrics is just a part of being a great artist. You got to have showmanship. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's been great artists that can stand in the middle of the stage and perform, and you can be a dope lyricist or MC and hold your nuts the whole time and spit, but it was your showmanship. And then we knew you had a following right from the get-go. Just from that night, you did a tribute to your father.
Yeah.
And you had everybody that came to support you hold up pictures of your father's face. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time we was like, when we seen him, we was like, okay. Mm-hmm. And we hadn't seen like anything like that on the local scene. And I had hosted a lot of shows, but I hadn't seen a lot of guys with followings. Mm-hmm. So when you started out doing music and you got your following with you, what was a way that you were able to captivate people and get them to follow you and band with you and just support you in that manner? Because, like I say, this was 2012.
Yeah.
And you were, I don't know if you were fresh on the scene. I don't know how long you had been doing music at the time, but you were new to us. We hadn't seen you at the time. Mm-hmm. How were you able to band people together, get them to come out and support you in that manner? And just, it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was thousands of people there. It was probably, it was a few hundred.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of pictures of your father up that evening. How did you get your support and just the background? Where did Chief Squad and all that start from?
Yeah.
How you get your support system?
Well, you know, my dad was an artist himself, so that's really where the Chief came from. He used to call my great grandfather Chief, so he kind of just ran with it. And then, of course, I took it. Actually, I was still going by J-Rob that night that you're talking about.
That night you was going by J-Rob.
I was going by J-Rob. And after that night, like, I was like, you know what? I'm going by J-Rob the Chief. Like, those pictures, all that affected that. And I changed my name. I just added the Chief to J-Rob, you know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I mean, I'm a real genuine person. Like, you know, whoever I run into, I get along with everybody, you know what I mean? And the people that were there were really close friends, you know what I mean? Just really, really close friends, and everybody came together and supported me. I sold a decent amount of tickets that night.
And they're still with you to this day.
Yeah, those same people are still rocking with me.
Like
You always have a solid fan base.
His fan base has been rocking with him ever since, and that's something that I've always noticed. Like J-Rob, Chief Squad is a fan base.
It's a real movement.
After I saw my man move, I had to try and start my own little thing. I had to come up with Team
Taylor
Grizzle.
Gang?
Well, it was Team Grizzle.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay.
I had started a little thing, but like I say, man, your stage presence has always been there. And you say your father was an artist. Was he one of your? Is he your biggest influence in music?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Only, you know, I wouldn't say only, but definitely the reason why I do music. You know what I mean? Biggest inspiration, biggest influence. You know, he pushed me up as long as he could. You know what I mean? And you know, I couldn't even play video games or step outside unless I wrote right after my homework. You know what I mean? So, it's been a long process to get to where I am, and you know, you don't just wake up and decide to be an artist. Like Yoke said, there was never a time where I was like, I want to do that. You know what I mean? It just happened. It just came together. You know what I mean?
And I've seen you grow. Like I said, I met you as a young man, and now as the artist that you are now. You're a father now.
Yeah.
And I know that carries a lot with you. Has that changed you in any way as being a musician and artist, or the type of music that you may make one day? Maybe
Yeah.
she may hear the music that you make. Has that possibly influenced you in any kind of way, or made you think about or change the direction the music maybe was in before, and then now being a father, has that changed the music you make?
I wouldn't say it changed it because I never made anything really that I wouldn't want my daughter to hear. I mean, maybe I don't curse as much, but I never really made music that I wouldn't want a child to listen to, because at the end of the day, these young kids are, the biggest supporters. They're the ones
They buy the music.
Yeah, they buy the music. They want to come to the ticket. They want to come to the show. They make their parents buy tickets. You know what I mean? That's why I did all ages for the show on the 10th, because, I feel like we cap ourselves, we limit ourselves when we want to do these 21 and up shows, these 18 and up shows that everybody can't get into. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's March 10th, right?
March 10th.
March 10th, man. J. Rob and Chief going to be doing his album release party, Monarch Theater. And the project is called 8.
8.
Is it the 8th project?
No, it's just
what does
8.
the 8 stand for?
So I was on Instagram one day, and you guys will hear the
Anybody-
album. You'll hear the album. You'll be able to see that I was going through some things when I recorded it. But I'm thankful for those situations. I was on Instagram and I saw something about the number 8, and it was kind of just a definition of what 8 was. And 8 equals new beginnings or new life. You know what I mean? Like, or new chapter. So
Kobe actually wore 8 as well.
he did. And
That's when I liked him, when he wore number 8.
Yeah.
He played number 8.
Is that what you like?
But with the album 8, I saw the artwork. On the artwork, actually, was that where were you at on the artwork for 8?
I was right across the street from this crib I had in Glendale. It was off of 59th Drive in Glendale. Kind of where a lot of things went down, you know what I mean? And I feel like I became a man in that neighborhood. So
That's when you first started selling bags and shit.
it's just where I went through a lot of shit, you know what I mean? So
Is that the neighborhood where you shot the video? I remember
Fuego.
you guys shot the video. We were on the roof.
yeah, Fuego.
You and Futuristic.
Futuristic,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. I remember I was there.
It's across the street from that crib.
That's what's up.
My daughter's mom was pregnant in that house. I was like towards the end of her pregnancy. We got the water cut off in that house, you know what I mean? Gas cut off, bathing each other with, gallons of water. So I just felt like that was a real connection as far as like new beginnings, like, cause I'm trying to elevate after this album, you know what I mean? So I kind of just wanted to bring everything on my past and incorporate it into the album, whether it's from this last year, whether it's from 5 years ago, and just, moving forward after March 8th when the album comes out, just, keep elevating. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I've seen the growth, and I know music, the more you do something, the easier it becomes for you.
Yeah.
I've always told people, like, imagine if you were if you made houses.
Yeah, you get
I mean,
better.
the first house you build, it'll take you forever to build it, but by the time you build the 10th house,
Yeah.
you'll be that much better at it. You and
Yeah.
Easy's been in the studio for as long as I can remember. Shout out to my man Easy, doing his thing, definitely on the boards, making those bangers.
Yeah.
How do you feel that you and his relationship, as not only being friends, but having a personal relationship with each other, how do you feel that has affected the type of music that you guys are able
Yeah.
to make
There you
together?
go. Get it
Like
out.
Yeah.
without him even asking you, I'm pretty sure he's brought beats or things to you, like, I got this for you, and you're like, that's exactly what I wanted.
Nah, man, we started from scratch. But you're right. I mean, but that's my brother. That's not my friend. That's my brother. And the way that relationship works is we trust each other. You know what I mean? I expect him to tell me if something's garbage, and he expects the same out of me. And we'll say it bluntly and like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Then we'll figure it out. So, our process of creating music is we'll start from scratch. We'll find a sound, we'll find a loop, whatever we got to do, and we'll literally make an entire song in an entire day, a beat, everything. So everything you hear on the album was made to be on the album. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, I want that beat, let's do it. No, it was like, yo, okay, let's start. What we going to do today? Because we don't make anything that's not quality. So it's not like we sat here and made 30 records and chose between the two, chose between them, let's put 15 on the album. No, we made a song specifically to be on the album. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like that's the kind of work you got to create, is quality work. You shouldn't, everything you make should be up to par with what you expect out of yourself,
You just weren't recording, and let's see how many tracks we can get. Scrap this, scrap that. That'll go on. We'll put that somewhere else.
Yeah.
You made records.
We made records. One
the project.
record got scrapped because he started making his beat. I was like, damn, bro. It was like the last day of making the album. He was like, all right, we can use this one, but we got to take this other one off. I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. That's the only time that happened out of this whole process, was just because I wanted to add another song.
Why
we
take
wanted
it off though? I mean,
Nah. I mean, I got it.
Extra joint.
We might drop it as a leak or
saying?
something, you know what I mean, or as a single or something, but it's not gonna go to waste, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not gonna go to waste.
that's what's up.
We got some music from you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I emailed
we
y'all a
ready to
few.
go?
Y'all can play True Colors first.
I want to get into something.
That's like the whole vibe. The True Colors.
True Colors?
is the whole vibe of the album.
I want you to go ahead and introduce it, and then we'll be right back with J. Rob the Chief. Tell them what we're about to get into once again.
We're about to get into True Colors featuring Young Reese off of the 8 album.
I just looked at your page as well, J. Rob. I see you got 20K followers, likes. Go ahead and give me a shout out.
Go ahead and give me a shout out. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. I had you on a 10, shorty, how you like that iPhone 6? I let you go then upgrade it on some iPhone shit. It was a foot race, sprinting out, I'm raising the bar. It took you blacking out on liquor just to see who you are. I'm that nigga, the one that you been missing, I'm ghost. I need a real queen, cause mama, you been doing the most. We was cruising, shorty, while you let me jump out the boat. Everything I just said was really real, I was drowning in your love. Yeah, now my head is well above the water. Yeah, I ain't put no one above you. Now it's time I focus on my daughter. Yeah, besides she almost died and that shit killed me. That's when I talk to God and that shit healed me. At the crib he did me dirty, baby, filthy. I work hard for all my shit and it's some things I can't forget. It's some things I can't forgive you for. I can't say that I don't miss you though. Girl, it's hard to get that visual out my motherfucking head like you left me for dead. Had me feeling like, girl, you took my pride away from me. You were my shawty, yeah. Now we not even homies no more. Got me saying, oh my. I can't do it. Walk up in my shoes and I would never put you through it. I'm grateful, I'm thankful that you showed your true colors, it was painful. Oh my. I just really need to know you's a ride or die. If you ever gon' leave me, don't leave me on. Make it easy for me while you're gone. When I met you, I said you would fall in love. You told me I was crazy cause you don't believe in love. Looking back it's funny cause I made you fall in love. I can't thank nobody but the greater man above. Cause now it's been like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 niggas you done been with. Since we been split, girl you been pimpin', ran it back, shot me in the foot. I done been lippin', finished with the cycle, now it's finished. I've been out the way, I've been on the road, Vegas to LA. That shit feel like home, I had to let you go. I've been out there looking for a bad bitch, cause basic shawty's turn me to a savage. You know my game is well above the average. Ask you what your favorite drink and we loving on the same. What you think, girl? Girl, you took my pride away from me. You were my shawty, yeah. Now we not even homies no more. Got me saying, oh my. I can't do it. Walk up in my shoes and I would never put you through it. I'm grateful, I'm thankful that you showed your true colors, it was painful. Oh my. I just really need to know you's a ride or die. If you ever gon' leave me, don't leave me on. Make it easy for me while you're gone, yeah.
We back live on Support District Radio.
Yeah, we in here, baby.
Deli's in the building with my man J. Rob. He was telling what was you saying? The Indian Love?
Indian Love.
He said we wasn't on. What you
Indian
mean we not on?
Was you talking about fry bread?
India?
Oh, India.
They don't know who India Love is. They too old. They don't know who India Love is.
Indian.
It's a track.
No, that
You
might
made
cool.
you made a track.
It's
I made a track named India Love.
It's
Named
lit.
India Love.
It's
She's
lit.
like a super
Super.
model. She like did the game, like Soulja Boy, all type of like.
Oh, okay. Show me, little brother.
India Love is bad, bro.
Show me.
I don't know. I don't know who India Love is. You know, we.
Yeah, y'all ain't heard the India Love shit? Did I even send that?
We're
Might not even send
a
it. I'll
little
send it.
older.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't know about India Love.
I'm on Danny Lee though.
I don't know until I
Danny-
see him
Danny
in, like,
Lay?
a music
Danny Lay.
video.
I'm on Danny Lay.
She Dominican. But
You
did you
know-
go? Did you go to that show?
I was
You didn't
supposed to go with my daughter. I was supposed to take my daughter, but the tickets sold out.
Oh, okay.
They was
I
trying to
was
hit
there.
me. They was trying to hit me over the head.
That's the
$15?
That's the
$15?
excuse.
No,
you use.
it was. They was 15 at first. If you bought them right away, they was 15.
Yeah. A few days before, they were
My
like,
direct deposit didn't go to.
you probably waited till the day of.
Yeah, they was $68.
It was
I
so
said,
what?
Yeah,
Hell no.
Nah, like 5 days before the show, they were still 15.
they were. I got on there a little late, and I had hit my guy. What's my guy name? What was the promoter?
For what? The show?
Yeah, what's the white what's the
I
white
got
guy?
drunk that
What's the
night.
white guy's name that do the shows? Name some of the promoters out here. You
Mike?
Know, no, you know what's another?
Caleb?
No, promoter, big promoter. He be
some
doing
Owens,
Tucson.
not Owens. That's Jesse. I'm thinking.
I don't know. You talking
Jesse Owens is
about University
video,
Town?
nigga.
videographer.
Jacob
Yeah,
Owens?
Not Jacob.
Jacob Owens do the
video,
video.
Do
Buffy.
video. No, I'm not talking about.
But
I'm thinking about
the,
the dude
so
who do the rap shows.
You made a song about old girl.
Hey, I appreciate you.
India Love. I named it India Love, yeah.
We got the track.
I don't even know if I
No,
sent
he
it. I'll
ain't
send it to
sent
you.
me that one. We ain't got that one.
See, that's one of the first records we made, so like like after that song is hot, but to me it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
me,
he
it's
wanna,
like-
he want to put it up now.
That's how
Yeah.
That's how artists be. I'm like that too. Sometimes I'll do a show and I'll go on stage. Everybody be like, "You killed it." I'd be like, "Oh, you really like it that much? I did okay."
yeah.
It was like, "You did a good job." That's how you feel about that song.
It's a hot song. I'm not gonna sit here, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I'm just saying it's not my feature track anymore.
Well, get
personally.
that to Chief. We'll get into it. But as an artist, I wanted to ask you if you could, you could sit down with any producer,
Yeah.
alive, your favorite producer of all time, and he do a project for you. Mm-hmm. Who would you sit down with and just have him record and
Everything?
make the production? And don't say you can't say easy.
Nah,
That-
I was gonna say that, but I know I can't.
That would be the easy way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any producer, man, Dr. Dre, you got Scott Storch, you got it's so many.
I'm gonna say Scott Storch. It's funny you say that because that's exactly what I would have said. That man's melody game is wild. Like, to be honest with you, I'm going in the studio with Scott Storch and I'm walking out with a platinum album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's exactly who Scott Storch.
Scott,
Scott is a good choice. I can't,
That's me. I mean, I'm a melodic person, bro.
Yeah.
So like, I need somebody who's gonna get in there and pave the way for the hook. Because in all honesty, that's what he would do. Like, if I hear something on the keys, my mind's going crazy. You know what I mean?
definitely. So with 8, how many tracks you got on 8? I think I jumped on the link you had posted. I think I shared it as well for the
Yeah.
iTunes. How many tracks is on there? And did you reach out to any artists you probably haven't worked with in the past, try and create a new sound or something on this project?
Yeah, it's 13 records. There's anybody from my last album is not on this album, and this is honestly the first time. Like, I usually have.
Any features?
Yeah, it's about 3 of them.
Okay.
Well, AD's on there, of course.
I thought he pulled a J. Cole on this one.
Nah. No, this album is
Keep it all
real
to self
special
and shit.
because everything that happened really wasn't supposed to happen. So every feature except the 2+ with AD, it just happened. Like my brother, my little god brother, I call him my brother because you know what I mean. He's on a song called Family Feud. It was his birthday. He was at the crib chilling. This is the only record that me and Easy didn't make from scratch was Family Feud. I was at the crib. This really influenced the whole album. I was chilling. He Facebook times me, whatever you want to call it, on there. Just like I did with you earlier, we Facebook video chat, and he started playing me something. I'm like, bro, send me that right now. I'm at home. I'll record it, send it back to you before you leave, and you'll mix it. It's done. But it was my brother's birthday, and I was like, you know what? He's a little artist. I was like, you know what? It's your birthday. Go do the hook. Get on the hook, whatever. We thought of a hook. He did it. Sent it back, and then literally after that, the whole creative juices started flowing. I went to the studio the next day. I went to see India Love the next day. That's when I, was like feeling myself, and went and made this record called India Love.
Feeling the juice.
Made this record called India Love the next day. Walked into work and quit my job, bro, and just fucking Yeah.
Walked in and quit.
Walked in and quit, bro, because we was just ready to work, bro.
You ain't got no medical.
She
or dental?
deserve a song if she inspired you that much.
Nah, she ain't make me quit the job, but like the
I was
creative.
gonna say this bitch got niggas out here quitting jobs. Hold on.
Nah.
You ain't got no medical or dental right now. Are you
Man.
you all in?
I'm going hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going in, bro.
Okay, so
Yeah.
J-Rob.
Nah. So really, this
J-Rob's
is
all in.
this is what happened. Easy quit his job, and I was like, damn, bro, I've been wanting to quit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Same day, bro.
The influence.
Same day. He's like, I'm not telling you to quit your job or nothing, but I was like,
I'm
you know
not
what,
telling
bro?
you that we'll have all day to record. now.
Exactly.
We would have all.
I'm not telling you we'll have all day to do what we want
Yeah.
to do now.
Yeah.
So I called in sick.
I couldn't imagine
The day
that,
we
though.
made India Love, I called in sick. And I was like, damn, bro, I would love if we could just do this all the time. Next day, he quit his job. And then that's when that morning on my way to work, he called me. He's like, yeah, I'm about to go to the studio, this, and that.
You know what day that was?
December 4th.
I don't know.
Because December 3rd is my little brother's birthday. So I'm telling you everything.
Second,
But
my
you know what?
mama's birthday.
You know what? Sometimes it takes things in life like that to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always told myself, like, I've made it to where I'm at doing comedy and hosting shows and getting gigs and everything that comes with it. And I only give this shit 40%
And
of my time. I couldn't imagine if I gave what I wanted to do
Exactly.
for my life 100% of my effort. And I couldn't imagine where I would be if I woke up in the morning and just thought about comedy.
Yeah.
Bro,
And
that's
didn't
all
have
I'm doing right now.
And was able to shoot skits.
It's beautiful, bro. It's very beautiful.
I couldn't imagine it. Like,
Bro,
so
the album would not be the album if I didn't quit my job, if he didn't quit his job.
How
we
long?
would not.
How long would you say it took for you to make the album itself? From the moment you knew
Yeah.
the first track was for this album to the last one.
So we started the album December 4th, finished the album February 13th. But it's not like we were in there working on it every single day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a week where we wouldn't be in the studio because somebody else got it. He has to do his sessions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotta get paid.
If we would have done nothing for 2 weeks, we would have had the album done in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? But it was a process. You know what I mean? I had to go out of town sometimes, so like it wasn't like we were in there hard focused on making nothing but the album. But we were in there being productive. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, the features on the album, they weren't even planned. Went from my brother being at the crib, getting on that one. I was recording that Pride, and Reese just happened to be at the studio. Like, I wrote the hook, and I just kind of said, yo, I broke it down to him how to do it. He ended up going in the booth, killing it. And now we're homies. And then this other young kid on there, his name is Chris. So Stevie, you know, engineers his stuff. And was like, bro, put him on an album, trust me. And he ended up killing it. So it was just like nothing was forced on this album. It just all flowed together. You know what I mean?
And y'all recorded everything in Easy Studio?
Yeah, everything at Epicenter, Easy and Stilts down at Epicenter. Yeah,
That's what's up. Shout out to Stills, too.
for real.
That boy be working. He got some bangers.
Yeah, he does.
definitely, man. Shout out to Still. So you feel like with 8, is this your? I mean, I guess as an artist, where we're at to date, we should feel like we're doing our best work. Is this your best work?
Yeah, absolutely. This
Today.
is my So Far Gone. Like this is the album that's gonna elevate. This is the album that's gonna be a statement maker. Like, yeah, this is my best. This is my
Yeah,
best
that's
So
a
Far.
big statement, too, because your last one touched what
Bro.
on the charts?
47. So I'm trying to
47.
go. I won't be happy if I don't
Yeah.
if I don't go 10, bro. I won't be
I
happy.
saw that it had hit 47.
Yeah,
I
I remember
want
that.
top 10, man.
I was dealing with, I was living in some tents, as they call them at the time.
That's where you was at?
Yeah,
I'm getting a tan?
yeah. I was getting a tan. I was on
Getting a tan?
vacation.
He was camping.
I was on vacation. Yeah, I was camping. I was
You went
camping.
camping.
You know what I'm saying? At the
Yeah.
time, but I was proud of my nigga, though.
To be honest with you, man, my fear was that I didn't know if I could, because that album was dope. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Nah, it was dope.
It was great.
I didn't know
I'm
if I
out
could
there
top that.
camping, bragging on my nigga. Man, you don't even know my nigga out there making charts right now. Nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I was kind of in fear, like, damn, how do I beat that first album?
Yeah.
We beat it, man.
Definitely.
We beat it.
That's what's up.
I want to get into some more music, man, because it's definitely what
Let's
we
get
all
into
about
the
is music.
inspiration of it all.
Let's get into the inspiration of it
Let's
all.
get into the
Go
inspiration.
ahead and let them know we're about to get into J.
We're about to get into that India Love.
Oh, my goodness. On Support District Radio, it's live with Marlon and Chief. This is
Yes,
J. Rob,
sir.
the Chief, India Love.
siento, mami, I've been working. I know you hurting. You acting shy, you got me pulling back the curtain. Been my shawty from a distance, we gon' change that up in person. One thing's for certain, I know you be lonely, we gon' take a little ride, roll, flight, stroll. I'm a pro, solid, little mama, go. Now you know I'm India, give you love like India. And I see how I go, woo, woo. Shawty bring that ass here, I'ma bust it down like I ain't seen your ass since last year. Send over your cash up, cause I got a lot of cash here. Fashion over links, cause we ain't fucking with no cash here. Yeah, I gotta get to the crib, I gotta get to my baby, yeah. I know she got all the class, cause she only riding Mercedes, yeah. Am I ever crossing the mind, cause she been all up in my lady, yeah. The energy 50 by 50, we doing 360, 180s, yeah. I've been feeling mad rich, make her call me Jesus, cause she looking like a bad bitch. Grabbing on my jewels, got me feeling like a savage. You know I'm a superstar, the tone has been established, whoa. More than I got dinero. Shorties no me importa, I'ma put your ass primero. If you're living rough, I take your ass up by the ghetto. You know the schedule, when you hear that whoa. Lo siento, mami, I've been working. I know you hurting. You acting shy, you got me pulling back the curtain. Been my shawty from a distance, we gon' change that up in person. One thing's for certain, I know you be lonely, we gon' take a little ride, roll. I'm a pro, solid, little mama, go. Now you know I'm India, give you love like India. Yeah, mira, ven aquí. Oh girl, she been salty, mommy, you got something sweet. I call you more than need that girl, you know I got a thing to it. Let me see your finger, I might go and add a ring to it. Yeah, girl, the game will make you love me. Thing so strong, you won't put nothing above me. Probably talking, tell the boy to get the bustin'. This ain't drunk in love, but girl, I'm about to have you bustin', baby. I got you feeling good. I'm a gentleman, you used to niggas from the hood. Mama, I'm so with the business, don't it get misunderstood. You the candy on the block, so I wish a nigga would. Shorty, I've been feeling way up. Ballin' is my major. Ain't no pun intended, I don't wanna be a player. I'ma shoot my shot and girl, I'm scoring like a layup. Take you off the scene and now you boot up, call it baby. Lo siento, mami, I've been working. I know you hurting. You acting shy, you got me pulling back the curtain. Been my shawty from a distance, we gon' change that up in person. One thing's for certain, I know you'll be lonely, we gon' take a little ride, roll, flight, stroll. I'm a pro, solid, little mama, go. Now you know I'm India, give you love like India, yeah.
Back live on Support District Radio.
Yes, sir.
That was my man J-Rob the Chief right there. I like that.
That go.
So that was the inspiration from Lil Mama?
Yeah. It was named after her.
Yeah. Hey,
She be reading my messages, leaving me on red sometimes. She reposted me one time, but now she be leaving me on red.
She left you on red?
She's only 23, you know what I'm saying? I'll give her time to grow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She gonna manifest stats.
She be reading my shit.
Stats. I made her some shit.
He said she got one more time to leave me on read.
Nah, she gonna know what's up after this album drops.
Oh yeah. That.
So with this project 8, like what levels you grooming yourself when you're going in a direction that like I say I've seen you from the beginning. So what you trying to do with 8? You trying to give your fans something that they haven't had before, or is it more about you as an artist and going about the lyrical content and touching that in a manner you probably haven't touched it before? Because I think with artists, a lot of things, like with 21 Savage, what I took from him, what he said is, like with his fans, if y'all don't want me to change and y'all don't want me to grow, like y'all want me to be the same person. Mm-hmm. So if you want me to like continue to do the same thing and be the same person, how am I going to grow as an artist?
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, what are you trying to do with number 8?
8 is a story, man. So I'm not gonna sit here. I didn't try to be the best lyricist. I told my life. You know what I mean? I talked about real stuff. I didn't pull anything on my ass and say I'm gonna make a song about this. Like,
right.
I talked about real shit. Like, I'm not scared to talk about having my heart broken. I'm not scared to talk about, fucking crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you think Drake is where he is. I'm not scared to talk about the shit that goes on in my life. And that's what I did with the 8. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people like my shit, because I'll say things that they want to say to somebody or that they want to say, but they can't do it. So that's how you feel. So that's why you feel so connected to Drake's music. I heard you say the other day that you're a fan of J. Cole now because you connect with that shit in ways that you can't express. You know what I mean?
Really?
And that's what this album is gonna do for a lot of people, and I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. It's gonna bring out, like, you'll see when you hear the whole album.
Well, your music has always when I first met you and we first seen you, like we saw it in you, we knew that you had it. Like, your music has always, to me, it always sounded great. Like, you was one of the first local artists like I had on my computer at home.
Yeah,
like
you.
it was only so many guys where I would get this is at the beginning when we were still doing CDs. They were still giving them out. I'll take it home, load it up to my computer, put all the names of the songs. Like, I was that guy. and you make
I'm taking an extra time.
you make good music.
Thank you.
So, like, with that, like, anything you feel like you haven't done in music as of yet that you probably want to do? Any different type of genres you probably want to jump in and make like a different kind of sound?
I mean, we incorporated a lot of Spanish into this. Like, there's Spanish.
I noticed
you'll notice there's a lot of Spanish words.
I noticed that a lot. You was real Spanish with it,
So
like a Dominican.
I'm Dominican, so
And Easy really ain't no like hardcore hip hop producer either.
Nah.
He's a
No.
very
he made me proud this album,
yeah.
man.
He
To be honest,
samples like as far as like I wouldn't say he necessarily samples, but you could tell inspiration
Well,
comes
you
from
could-
a lot of different genres.
Well, see, I met Easy. I met Easy through Rob, through
Rob.
through
We all
Megadon.
met through
So
Megadon.
he, from the beginning, I knew
man,
like
everybody in here through Megadon.
I thought
real.
Easy was older than what he was when I first met him.
Yeah.
Because of his ear for music. I'm like, he hears stuff in music that old niggas hear.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's why we get along. That's why we listen to the same shit, got the same favorite songs. I listen for the same shit in music. Like, I'm hearing shit that people don't even know are in songs. You know what I mean? We both have that ear, and I'm saying, like, y'all know how many times we shake hands in the studio. Like, yup. Like,
Well,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. Like, I ain't been to the studio. I've been there, but I ain't recorded in the studio for like 2 weeks now because the album's done, and like, I'm trying to feel productive again. You know what I mean? So once the album's out, we'll probably get right back in there. But man, it's all about energy, and that's one thing we keep solid is the energy. Him and I could, we'll tell each other like it is. We'll be blunt. We've never gotten in an argument. We've been friends for 7 years. As long as I've known you, I've known him. We've been friends for 7 years. We've never gotten in an argument because we're capable of communicating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what I did on this album. Was I communicated, in ways that people don't know how to communicate.
Definitely. Well, I don't have rapid fire. We usually play rapid fire. I don't have any questions for you tonight, but I definitely want to get into some things with you. Mm-hmm. And just some questions, like things I used to ask previously. Okay. If I was to go through your playlist right now, what's in your playlist? What you listening to?
I mean, I've been listening to the album since it was finished.
Your album?
But, yeah, my album. But
Other than yourself?
myself, I'm laid back, bro. I listen to R&B. I like Black.
Black. The chick?
Six Black.
Yeah.
Black.
I was gonna say I don't think
Black,
you're talking about
the girl?
No.
Nah.
Oh,
Black.
I thought you were saying
Six
black,
Black.
like boom, like an 808 black.
Nah, so his name is
I was
Black,
like, you be
but
listening to
it's
this?
six LACK. I listen. Let me see what I got. I listen to a lot of laid back stuff, man. I'm real vibey. I'm not out here. I don't. I'm not sitting here listening to 21 and stuff like that.
You'll listen to 21?
I don't. I'm not gonna. I don't bash them, but I just don't.
Right.
It's not my vibe.
And see, this
I
kind of
haven't
music.
seen the first time I heard a full 21 Savage song was that song with J. Cole.
a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you
I've
haven't
never
listened,
listened to a full, and not because I don't think he whacks like super whacking that. It's just that's not.
It's not you.
it's
Yeah.
it's not us.
And you don't have to do it just because everybody else is doing it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not listening
exactly,
to
yeah.
all
You don't
these
have to.
young
that's,
cats.
That's like if you go to a restaurant, go to McDonald's. That's why there's a menu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do what you want.
You don't have to put yourself in the box.
Yeah.
It's a Big Mac. It's a quarter pounder. It's a fish fillet. You could get nuggets.
Exactly.
You get fries. That's
Yeah.
why you. But when I heard his last album, he actually matured a lot and grew up a lot. from
That's what I heard.
His last project was it's his
A
best
lot.
one. Yeah, a lot.
I still haven't heard it.
And see, that's what we talked about before, because like when he got in the Lil Ice situation, usually what happens is I had brought him up when I said I saw this interview where he was talking about if he's not changing he's like, I shouldn't have to talk about girls and continue to talk about changing cars. Like I've done that already.
Yeah.
Like if you don't want me to grow as an artist and talk about other things, then you're not a fan of mine.
Yeah.
So what I noticed about 21 Savage, once he did change his lyrical content and he started to bring up social issues and things that was going on,
Yeah, they started paying attention to it.
I showed up.
Well, you know, it's
Robert Kraft, take the Patriots owner.
Yeah,
He
started hanging out with
he
Meek
started
Mill,
hanging out with Meek Mill, hanging out with niggas, going to see Meek Mill in prison.
wearing a chain.
Don't put that on me.
He did that last.
Don't put that on me, man. Me
Yeah.
tricking.
But look, I mean,
but
but what's crazy is
Yeah.
what happened with 21.
it's
He,
horrible.
anything bad that happens in my life, I remind myself and I do my best. Like, you know what? It's part of your movie. You can't have a movie without some negatives in it. You
Yeah,
can't have a
yeah.
documentary without some negatives in it. So
Yeah.
I try to keep.
That's
I try
the
to look
lead
at
up.
everything. I try
That's
to.
the lead up.
Well,
Yeah.
see, with 21, I don't actually think it's like a bad thing on his resume. Like people always say, it's not when you get knocked down, it's how you get up.
Yeah.
So what it is if he come back even better from this shit, or even make a song about
That's
it.
what I'm telling you.
And
He was,
And that's what I'm saying. That's the lead up. Like in his situation, for instance, perfectly right now, it's the lead up. It's like you go through some terrible shit, even in the movies. The superhero or whoever,
Then
they go
boom.
through some terrible shit, and it's like, whatever, and then now they come back
exactly.
and they save the world.
Y'all seen the Creed 2?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Man,
I
that's
haven't
the
watched
most. I think that's the most inspiring. I might watch that tonight. I think that's one of the most
And see,
inspiring
I didn't-
movies
My movie box
ever,
is
bro.
tripping, so
I didn't even
Man.
watch it. I didn't even watch the entire movie. There's a clip on YouTube. If you check it out, it shows him training with Rocky, where they go out to the desert. He's training, getting ready, beating his stomach up, fall on the street when he was running. Rocky
Pushing the
stopped
car,
the Mustang.
yeah.
Get out, get out. It's that shit that makes you drive.
And that's what I'm telling you. Watch that movie if you haven't seen it, because I got out that movie theater and was like, bruh.
So as a young artist in hip hop today, how do you feel music is today? Do you feel you have to be a certain way? Do you feel you have to go about music in a certain way and deliver it one way, or can you be outside of the box? Or do you think an artist can be lyrical in the way music is today?
I mean, you can be who you want to be, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and do something because everybody else is doing it. I'm going to do what I want to do. So, with that question, I made this album. This is a grown man's album. You know what I mean? I don't expect 16-year-olds to enjoy it as much as the other stuff that they're listening to, but they'll have some songs that they
But
love.
you're not 16 no more.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I feel like as an artist, you got to be able to do whatever you want to do. Like, just like 21 said, if y'all don't want me to grow, like, he's not gonna grow. Meek Mill don't make the same music he was making, you know what I mean, in 2012.
Yeah.
Jay-Z don't make the same music he was making in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? The more you experience in life, the more shit you got to talk about. And everybody's, how do they keep coming up with lyrics? Like, bro, the more, there's a different lifestyle that they're living. So then you could get up here and start eating different shit that you never heard of. You could rap about it, you know what I'm saying? You start buying different clothing that you never bought, you know what I'm saying? You could rap about it. So it's endless. Like, you know what I mean? It's endless to the type of music you can make.
I like that you said that, because I've always said, like, money don't, and me personally, money don't change people.
Experiences do.
Money changes your situation. Money don't change who you are. If you smoke weed before you had money, you're going to get better weed.
Exactly.
If you spent money on shoes before, you're going to get all the shoes.
Exclusive
Exactly.
shoes.
It's just
The new shit.
I don't think money really changes a person. I don't think money changes a person. I think it changes the keys to the doors that you're able to open.
I don't know. I like champagne.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
buy the $10 champagne at Fry's. Now I'm like getting black bottles. You know what I'm saying?
It
like
intensifies. And with that being said, it does change.
It don't change.
In a
we
sense,
drink
it don't
Fireball,
change.
see?
It don't change your dynamic or your paradigm of who you are and your choices, but it intensifies. So there is a change,
Yeah, I mean, there's
technically.
Turn that knob up.
Yeah, you turn. That's all. That's what it is.
Well, I
You
would-
turn the knob up.
exactly. It don't change
You know
who
what
you
I'm
are.
saying? No,
it changes
no,
it,
not
it
change- that's
changes
why I say it don't
doors.
change your paradigm.
It changes the doors. We drink
Who you
Fireball.
are, you know
If
what
we
I'm
had a
saying?
little bit more money, what would we do?
Gallons.
Instead of getting one of these, we'd come in
We
with
have
two
a
gallons.
keg. It'll be
Yeah, no, y'all gonna have
it'll
to
be
handle.
Keg of Fireball in
It's
this.
the same. No,
motherfucker.
y'all gonna have the
first
water
one you
fountain.
ever seen in life.
You know? Right?
It changed our environment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And as animals, we're going to adapt to our environment.
Exactly.
Same time.
Keep it up.
We're animals. Even when it comes to like love, as a dog, you don't take care of that dog's gonna run away and get something else.
Well,
if you're not
that's
getting
what-
attention from your partner or who you're trying to pursue situations with,
Yeah, and you
It-
win the
it's-
lottery, you're
it's-
gonna have 10.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I call that like. I always say that too. That's like that's like with me. Like I always tell Chief, like anything that you abuse
yeah,
or take advantage of will turn against you.
exactly.
You can only not feed a dog so much before the dog dig a hole under the gate and run away. You can only
Exactly.
mistreat a woman so much before she finds somebody to treat her.
Exactly.
So it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
You got anything for him, Chief?
All right, now let's get into some of this music.
Let's get into.
I want to
some
play
music.
out.
You done went too deep. I don't even want to touch on that part of the subject. You fucking up the vibe. Right
I'm not
now.
fucking up the vibe. We having a great interview.
I'm with it. I'm with.
No, but let's get into some of this music, man. Which one you want to run?
What are the options right now?
Let's see. I think I got Rings right here.
We got any throwback, J-Rob?
Look like you guys sent some. What is it? Black Hearted.
That black. We'll play Blackhearted
Yeah,
last.
Crew
so that,
Part 2.
play that.
Yeah. Crew Part 2.
I wanted some throwback, J-Rob. We ain't got no throwback, J-Rob?
I got the original Crew. We'll play that after this. Let's see.
Yeah,
if
yeah, I want y'all to
because
hear
he
that
sent
Crew
it in the. He sent it in a weird format. Oh, see, I gotta request permission.
What?
Yeah, to even play this one. This is G14. That nigga that sent me that G14 classified track.
Damn.
I'm not Trump, nigga. I don't have clearance.
Let's see.
You gotta,
The other ones aren't like that.
you gotta have Putin to have clearance. Let's see. Hold on. Yep, the other two is like that. The one that ain't like that though is Rings. So let's get into that real quick while we figure out what's going on with the other ones. We gotta get
Well, we don't-
J-Rob to lower the clearance.
No, we're going to get into
on his
Rings.
super secret
And then I
project.
want to get into a older J-Rob track, one of my favorites.
Well, yeah, we can do that too, because we gotta lower the level of threat.
You got
on,
YouTube?
on his email.
You on YouTube, right? You got YouTube?
Yeah, we got that too.
We're gonna go on
we
YouTube,
started
listen
off
to
the show at J-Rob, which you probably didn't pay attention to.
I was paying attention.
What is that? J-Rob is you, Collins Futuristic?
Well, I ain't got my tax return yet, so I ain't paid for nothing quite
In the
yet.
zone.
That track
We started off with that.
will not exist.
But let's get into it. We ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah.
Necesito tu amor. I need your love. You've been losing, I can tell you need a dub. All the rings, yeah. Baby, I need all the rings. You a champion on the team. Necesito tu amor. I need your love. You've been losing, I can tell you need a dub. I need all the rings, yeah. Baby, I need all the rings. I need all the rings. Need to know if you's a heartbreaker, gold digging money taker. Is you gon' holler at my niggas? Psh, I'm tryna wake up. I got my cake up. I'm finally over my last breakup. I'm tryna find a shawty before I need my makeup. Tell me what you feeling. I need to know if I put my all into you, girl, you cannot leave me low. I remember I was pimping 10 shawties in my phone. Now you got me second guessing, need a queen to the gold, yeah. Now I'm in a zone, yeah. Got my mind blown, yeah. I see you in my future, it's crazy raving Simone, yeah. Now I'm waist deep in my feelings, girl. I told you you was trouble. You gon' make me pull the diamond out the rubble. Necesito tu amor. I need your love. You've been losing, I can tell you need a dub. All the rings, yeah. Baby, I need all the rings. You a champion on the team. Necesito tu amor. I need your love. You've been losing, I can tell you need a dub. I need all the rings, yeah. Baby, I need all the rings. I need all the rings. I was looking for love for like a hot minute, and I ain't been really looking, so you know when there's a vibe, there's no stopping it. If you with the business, I will start and I will not finish. I feel like Cupid got a Ruger and been I should be on Grand Ave whipping to your crib right now, but I'm in Miami, that's just what it is right now. You can be my shawty, but I'm with the biz right now. I'm making moves, mommy, I'm with the shit right now. Whoa. It seems around the way you talk about me, no digas mentiras. You've been trying to have you all around me. Si quieres amor, I'm gonna love you all the time. Con cuidado, we gon' win a finitado. Necesito tu amor. I need your love. You've been losing, I can tell you need a dub. All the rings, yeah. Baby, I need all the rings. You a champion, you on the team. Necesito tu amor. I need your love. You been losing, I can tell you need a dub. I need all the rings, yeah. Baby, I need all the rings. I need all the rings.
Yes, sir, man. We back live on Support District Radio.
Yes, sir.
We went into overtime again this evening. This hour was brought to you by iRock and the Justice System DVD. Make sure you guys tune in. Once again, we're giving this away. We'll be giving away, actually, I'll be giving away in the morning. We're going to do a little spoof tomorrow to where I give it away to somebody. We share something on the page.
Okay.
And we give the DVD away tomorrow. So I may actually give it away some tickets to my show tomorrow as well. Chief, go ahead and speak with J. Rob. I got to grab some things out the backpack.
He got a kid.
This nigga going into the Batman gadget pack over there.
J. Rob, you want to give away some Boosie tickets tonight?
Boozy tickets?
Boosie tickets.
Go live on your page.
Okay.
And then
To be honest with you, bro, the people that jump on my live don't even live out here, bro.
it's okay.
That's all right. I know
So
you
you
got
got
some
fans,
folks out
fans.
here. Yeah, fans. How about what date is your show? Let them know that.
March 10th.
That's
I'll give
and
y'all
that-
some
is
tickets
that,
to give away.
that, is that the release party, right?
That's the album release, yeah.
Okay. Any special features we should expect up there? Any?
Wait, I got my tickets. Okay,
Nah,
we give-
y'all can give
okay,
away
yeah.
4.
Oh,
You
y'all
gonna give away some tickets to your show. You give
2 sets, whatever.
Give them away.
No, I'm saying if y'all want to give them away on your.
We're giving away tickets to this evening. J. Rob just blessed us with some tickets to
Yep.
give away to his show. It's on March 10th.
March 10th.
March 10th.
So when you do that tomorrow, you could give those away, whatever. However you
Well,
wanna
we
make
give
it.
away. We're gonna give away 2 tonight
Yeah,
before
we'll
we
give away
leave,
2 tonight.
and then we'll do another spoof next week before the show, and give
Okay.
away 2 more next week.
Yeah.
So definitely, man, J. Rob the Chief's in the building. Go live on your page for the people that are here.
Let's do it.
Let them know. I mean, it's for
My
this.
nigga got national.
Yeah,
fans.
you got fans.
I don't
We-
get a
we
crazy
know.
amount of viewers on live,
You
but
feel me?
a lot of times they're not even
He had to
from out
stun
here.
on us.
It's okay.
No, I ain't done. Yeah, you never know when you're gonna get. Bro, I used to get so many more.
But definitely, man, you guys want to win
Yeah,
J. Rob
yeah.
tickets. Make sure you like the page. Go ahead and like J. Rob the Chief as well on Facebook and follow him on Instagram for a chance to win 2 tickets. We also going to give away some Boosie tickets before we leave tonight during the wrap up. So I got to make sure that we got ours, though. We got to get in.
Yeah, we got iron.
I got to make sure we got ours.
Yeah.
The tickets in the back are actually mine. I got a couple of shows coming up. I'm going to plug
Okay.
some shit for myself as well. Let me see here. So we got Boosie
I was about to
Badass
say,
tickets.
damn, they done gave y'all a load of tickets.
Nah, those are Boosie Badass. These for my comedy show Wednesday, February 27th. That's a comedy TKO featuring the Aaron Nelson Project. I'll be out there, man, at the it's actually a new venue, CB.
Okay.
We need to hit them up.
Yeah.
It's a CB venue. It's going to be $10 tickets. So I got those. I'll also be
Where is it at
headlining.
again? The venue?
It's CB Lounge,
I got a funny experience. with Boosie.
21001 North Tatum Boulevard. I also
You
got
said you
tickets.
got a funny experience at the lab?
We're going to get
With
into
Boosie,
the experience.
with Boosie, yeah.
It's probably crazy because any experience with Boosie is crazy. Also, March 31st, man, at Stand Up Live, I'll be headlining This Is America, the local international comedy. So y'all check them out. Make sure y'all stay with the page, like the page for a chance to win tickets. We're giving away Boosie tickets tonight. J-Rob tickets is going down. What's your experience with Boosie?
Man, so I did a show in Denver with Boosie. My guy actually brought him out there. And, but he was fresh out. We got off the plane or whatever. Ended up in the same train as Boosie. Because these bigger airports got trains. You got to
Yeah.
take trains and stuff. Ended up in the same train or whatever. Then we get the rental. It was a cool day or whatever. I ain't ever been around so much weed in my life. I probably spent about like a whole 6 solid hours with Boosie, and we was just in the car with a gang of niggas.
Yeah.
Too many niggas in one Suburban. We probably needed like a minibus.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he was ordering food. Like he called this little steakhouse, and was just like, yeah, let me get sirloin, la 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 la. He ordered like 13 of them. The mashed potatoes, yeah, let me get the loaded mashed potatoes. and the lady was like, "Okay, sir, that's extra." He was like, "I'm rich, ma'am." I know, but I was dying. I was in the car just rolling because it didn't. I'm rich, man.
That's hilarious.
It was just, it was nothing. Yeah, bro, I was in the car trying not to laugh. Man, I was dying. He ain't buy me no steak though.
He's like, I sound.
He ordered everybody in the car a steak, but me and the nigga that was driving him around all day.
You said it was the most trees you had been around?
Most trees in my life, and I actually got Boozy.
You got contact?
No, yeah, I was smoking.
Oh, okay.
I was not gonna not smoke.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He said I was
You
J
know,
Rob, the chief.
Chief.
You know, Boozy's known for the fade.
Yeah,
And,
the
I had a
Boozy
clean
fade.
fade. He's like, "Who cut your hair, though, nigga?" Oh, he was like, "Yeah, I was just out there in Arizona. We was at the what do you say?"
Celebrity.
Nah, he was like, what did he call it? We was at the Purple Elephant or some shit. I was like,
Purple
you mean
Turtle.
Pink Rhino?
Rhino, nigga. Come on, man. You should know.
I was thinking Purple Turtle on the
Yeah,
west
I
side.
knew what you were saying as soon as he said it.
Bruh. I was like, yeah, you mean Pink Rhino? He's like, yeah, whatever that shit's called.
Whatever
And
that little rag
then he was like, who did your fade? I'm like, oh shit, Boozy about to compliment my haircut. He's like, who did your fade? He's like, a nigga gave you that cut. And I was like, nah, a Mexican cut my hair. He's like, a Mexican? What? He was surprised.
That nigga leaned back, said, "Orderly."
Right? A Mexican.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I was dying. He
Definitely,
said
man.
the Purple Elephant.
That's dope.
Most chronic I have been around at a show was I hosted a Snoop Dogg concert at Livewire in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
It was Snoop Dogg, Daz and Corrupt, Superfly was there,
Yeah.
the East Siders, and I was a host. And like these niggas had me rolling blunts in the back like I was a roadie. I was like, hold on,
Bro,
like,
Marley be high as fuck,
But
too.
bro, I was like, hold on, I'm the host.
Yeah.
They was like, nigga, but you roll good blunt. And nigga, I was with Goldie, Loke, and Trey D, nigga, for about 2.5 hours. Smoked the best weed I ever smoked in my life.
Man.
Like I got to sit on stage while Snoop performed and Superfly was on the keyboards playing. It was the best time I ever had in my life. I've never experienced anything like that before in my life. So that's great. We're going to definitely give away tickets again to see J. Rob the Chief March 10th at Monarch Theater. We're going to have these tickets running next week.